Good evening, this is BelGeode and we are back with some more Microsoft Flight Simulator X-Steam Edition with the Tomcattery Tour. So we're back here in Las Vegas, and after a fun weekend of partying and touring the town and meeting all the big wigs in the movie industry, it's time for us to get out of here and head to Tonopah.
Yeah, that conference was quite the experience. I don't think I've ever seen that many body parts exposed in one location at one time.
Yep, that is all we've got to say about that.
For once, Bel, I'm going to agree with you.
Alright, well, I still promised Frank that we would be there no later than about 11 o'clock so he can start taking a look at the Tomcat and see if he can figure out some of the nagging issues that have been going on. So, electric on, and we might as well get these lights on. And if you want to go ahead and get the avionics and the comm going, that would be great. The sooner we can get clearance before the mad rush here in Vegas, the better.
I'm just surprised the entire city isn't hung over.
They could very well be, Ally, but that is really not my concern right now.
So are we still having that issue where the one tank is draining a lot faster than the other tank?
Yeah, it's still doing it. Not to mention when I was coming in with Novawing, I had a flame out as we were flying around there.
You had a what? When were you going to tell me this, Bel? Why didn't you tell me you had a compressor stall?
I mean, don't get me wrong, the engine came back to life with no issues. I was able to land without any problems, and we were even able to get it over to this side of the airport with no problems, so I didn't really think it was worth mentioning.
Okay, you remember the conversation we had about communication, Bel?
Yes.
Please try to keep that in mind. You have my life in your hands here, so the more I know about this aircraft, the better both of us are going to be.
Yes, dear. Like I said, it wasn't a critical issue. I might have been doing a loop at the time.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you were up to some kind of shenanigans. I met your friend. He told me a few stories about the two of you back in the Navy, so yeah, that really doesn't surprise me, but my point still stands.
Okay, Ally, I get it. I'll keep you in the loop.
Thank you, Bel. That's really all I ask, is just a little common courtesy. Okay, so now that we have an accord, I'm going to go ahead and get our communications up.
I got the weather earlier. We should be departing to the east.
Not that I distrust you, Bel, but weather can change.
Las Vegas Airport information, Papa. 15120, wind 037 at 12, visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky condition clear. Temperature 1 free, dew point -21. Altimeter 3008, visual runway 7 right and visual runway 7 left in use. Landing and departing runway 7 right and runway 7 left. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you had, Papa.
What did I tell you?
Settle down, Mr. Geode. I know. Las Vegas ground, Valkyrie 109er, ready to taxi, north departure with Papa.
Valkyrie 109er, taxi holding point for runway 7 left via taxiway hotel. Contact tower on 118.75 when ready.
I thought we were departing east.
Shush. Taxi holding point for runway 7 left via taxiway hotel, Valkyrie 109er.
Did you just shush me?
I did. We may be taking off to the east, but we're departing to the north.
Oh, somebody looked at the map last night. I see.
Would I really be a good Rio if I didn't know exactly what we were doing at all times, Bel?
And here I thought you had that skill on lockdown just by virtue of being a woman and my girlfriend.
Did you treat all your Rios like this?
Only the ones I went to bed with. Oh!
Uh-huh. When you were in the Navy, there were no female combat pilots or Rios, Bel. So, what does that say about you?
Damn, woman, I can't even joke with you anymore. Sheesh, I'm kidding.
Well, we could always discuss that little fangirl that was giving you googly eyes on the last night of the conference.
Let's not say we did. I told you, I met her at Grand Canyon.
951 Delta, hold position, caution other traffic. Hold position, 951 Delta.
Bel?
Valkyrie 109, hold position, caution other traffic.
Just ignore it.
Valkyrie 109, continue taxi.
What do I even tell them?
I got this. Roger, Valkyrie 109er. There we go, problem solved. So did your sister make it back to San Diego okay?
She did. I heard from her last night. She's fine.
And she wasn't traumatized by any of the things she witnessed over the weekend?
Contrary to popular belief, Bel, my sister's not a prude.
Well, I don't know. At one point, I'm pretty sure I saw her blushing so much that her freckles were getting freckles.
I don't think you fully understand or appreciate the Shrike sisters, Bel. We do get the motto of Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Neither myself nor either of my sisters are that naive.
You know, I should be comforted by that thought, but somehow that was strangely unsettling, Ally.
I think there's a valuable lesson here about keeping Ally in the loop. That way, there are no problems.
Your point has been duly noted, Ally.
Excellent. I think we're making a lot of progress today, Bel. Now, let me go ahead and get us our takeoff clearance, and we can go. Las Vegas Tower, Valkyrie 109er, ready at runway 7 left, departure to the north.
Valkyrie 109er cleared for takeoff. Runway 7 left, departure to the north approved.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 7 left, Valkyrie 109er.
Okay then, next stop, Tonopah.
Yay! I can hardly wait, Bel.
I'm gonna do a rolling takeoff this time. You know the drill, dear. Call them out.
I copy, Striker. Speed is alive. V1 Bel. VR Bel. V2 Bel. Gear coming up, Bel. Laps coming up. And we are clean.
Valkyrie 109er, we're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Expertly done as always, my dear. Thank you.
You're welcome, Bel. Las Vegas departure, Valkyrie 109er is type Grumman F-14, 2 miles west of November Victor 26, 3,500. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Valkyrie 109er, Las Vegas departure, squawk 7126.
Squawk 7126, Valkyrie 109er.
Valkyrie 109er, identifies 1 mile east of November Victor 26, 6,400. Radar advisory, cleared to Bravo airspace.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace, Valkyrie 109er. Okay, Bel, we're good.
Thanks again.
Valkyrie 109er, you're leaving my airspace. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Wow, that was incredibly quick. Squawk 1200, frequency change approved, Valkyrie 109er. Sometimes I forget just how fast this aircraft actually is. Los Angeles Control, Valkyrie 109er is type Grumman F-14, 5 miles east of November Victor 26. Request flight following.
Valkyrie 109er, Los Angeles Control, squawk 2452.
Squawk 2452, Valkyrie 109er.
Valkyrie 109er, radar contact 7 miles northeast of November Victor 261 2600, altimeter 3010.
Copy, Valkyrie 109er. Okay, Bel, they were keeping me on my toes this morning, but we should be good now.
Yeah, I gathered that. That airspace is a little bit funky and it's a lot smaller than you initially think. But you did well. I'm proud of you. Well, definitely take a long, hard look, because for the next few legs of our journey, this is all we're going to be seeing is desert.
Okay, I'll readily admit that it is a little bit different from Colorado, but it's not like this is the first time I've ever seen a desert, Bel.
Well, I didn't think it was. I'm just saying.
Would it make you feel any better if I said I don't like sand? It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Ally, are you making fun of me?
Oh, no, I'd be too frightened to tease a senator.
You're not funny, Aliana Shrike. I know what you're doing. You're quoting Star Wars to me.
I thought that was one of the qualities in a woman that you consider a keeper.
Oh, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying you're not funny.
Well, I happen to think I am freaking hilarious.
Yeah, you're a Taurus. You would.
Speaking of which, what are you going to get me for my birthday next week?
Can't tell you. Wouldn't be much of a surprise if I did.
Oh, really? Are you saying that because you haven't bought it yet?
Just what kind of guy do you think I am, woman? Of course I've bought it. I'm just not telling you what it is.
We've been with each other just about every leg of this trip, Bel. When would you have had a chance to buy me a birthday gift? And by the way, where exactly are we going? I see a waypoint out in the distance here. What is KTNX?
I'm going to address your concerns in order. Number 1, there is such a thing as the internet. And number 2, Tonopah test range.
Tonopah test range? You have us overflying an active Air Force base, Bel?
Sure thing, ma'am. You know me. I've got all of my ducks in a row. And as I explained as we were flying down from Idaho to Page Municipal, yes, we have special dispensation to overfly the airbase. And as a matter of fact, we might even be spending some time on the airbase and on the range doing some fun stuff.
Yeah, I do remember you saying something about that before, but fun stuff?
You'll see, and I promise you, you will thoroughly enjoy it.
Okay, I'm gonna curb my curiosity for now, but this subject may come back up at some point in time, just to forewarn you.
I'd expect nothing else, Ally. Okay, we are at cruise altitude, and I'm looking around, and the engine systems as well as the fuel systems, they all seem to be doing fine. I have no clue what's wrong with this aircraft. I really can't wait to get to Tonopah and have Frank take a look at this thing.
Correct me if I'm mistaken, Bel, but when you were in the Navy, didn't you have to learn about the aircraft that you're flying? You know, like mechanically and everything?
Yeah, we were taught the basics. We went through the manual and everything, but I mean, not nearly as enough knowledge as, say, the plane captain, which is exactly what Frank was. He was our plane captain.
So, basically the Air Force equivalent of a crew chief is what I'm getting here?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm sure there are slight differences in the job description, but yeah, overall, the plane captain, that's like the last set of eyes that looks at your Tomcat before you step in there.
So it sounds like I need to thank this guy for having kept you safe all these years.
Yeah, he's 1 in a million. Of course, Connie, too, so between the two of them, they were always a great team.
So Connie was the one that did the power plants, right?
That is correct.
So I have a question. Have you ever thought about the possibility of just hiring these folks on, you know, like getting your squadron back together, so to speak?
Well, they all have lives, you know, Allie. I mean, I can't expect them to just get up and move to wherever we're going to be just to come work for us. But it's good to keep in contact with them every now and then, because they definitely do have invaluable advice. Alright, it looks like we're about 71.5 nautical miles away from Tonopah test range.
Well, it was just an idea, Bel. I don't know. And according to our GPS, we have approximately 8 minutes until we reach Tonopah.
That's fine. I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to take it down to the deck and open her up, since we've got nothing but desert underneath us.
Pardon me for being cautious, but if we run into engine trouble that low, are we going to be okay?
I'm not going to lie, that's a very good question, Allie. And honestly, if we get into trouble and I shout, eject, 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 I think your Air Force training will kick in and you will know exactly what it is you need to do next.
I will keep that in mind, and I will also hope it never comes to that.
Me too.
You're being awful quiet up front there. Is everything okay?
Yeah, we're fine. I figure while we're on autopilot, I'll take a few minutes here and just run a quick systems check. So I'm going through all the various screens on my primary flight display here.
Okay, well, everything looks good back here, just so you know. Do you want me to tell you a little bit about where we're going?
I don't see why not. It is your thing. Go ahead, girl.
Okay. Well, the community started around 1900 with the discovery of a silver-rich ore deposit by prospector Jim Butler. And currently the population is a little under 2,500 people. There's actually a funny story about how the silver was even discovered. Apparently Butler's burro or donkey ran off in the middle of the night, and he was so upset and frustrated that he picked up a rock to throw at it the next morning. Unbeknownst to him, the rock was heavier than normal because it contained a lot of silver in it.
So my takeaway here is this town was founded because a guy got upset at his ass.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it, Bel, yes. Apparently the town has had a history of high rollers and gamblers investing in the town, as well as, in some cases, ripping the town off.
It's the American dream right there, baby. What kind of elevation are we looking at here?
I was getting to that. The elevation of this town is 6,047 feet above sea level, so I hope you have high elevation procedures for this aircraft.
It's a Navy aircraft, Allie. We always operated it at sea level. You know the answer to that.
Valkyrie 109er. Contact Dallas approach on 119.35.
Oh wow, I almost forgot we had the comms on. Changing to 119.35, Valkyrie 109er. Goodbye.
Yeah, I meant to tell you we're descending, but I figured your ears would figure it out.
That they did, Bel. Nellis approach, Valkyrie 109er with you, 15,900.
Valkyrie 109er. Dallas approach. Roger. Altimeter 3006.
Altimeter set to 3006, Bel.
Good deal. Like I said, I'm going to take it down to the deck, and we're going to go supersonic.
Okay, while you're doing that, I will see if I can find our airport in preparation to give them a call.
They might be on Unicom out here.
Are you kidding me?
I never kid about Unicom, ma'am. Alright, strap in. We are going on fire.
Okay, Bel, I'll give you props. That was pretty damn impressive.
Thank you so much, and Tonopah Airport should be a hop, skip, and a jump ahead of us. The only thing I don't know is, of course, what the weather is, so that's where you come in. I'm just going to steer us in the proper direction here.
I think I can handle that aspect. According to the map, we're about 11 miles away. Do you have visual on the airport yet?
That's affirmative, Alley Cat. I'm looking at it right now. Looks like V-shaped runways. I have no idea which one we're going to need to come down on, though.
I assume they have an AWAS frequency?
That would be my guess, but that's up to you to find out, Rio.
Oh, I've got this. Okay. Here it is, number 3 on our list. Aha! Here we go. I found it, Bel. Stand by.
Kilo, Tango, Papa, Hotel, automated weather observation, 1539er, Zulu. Wind 227 at 6. Visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky condition clear. Temperature 6 Celsius. Dew point -8 Celsius. Altimeter 3004.
Altimeter set 3004.
Winds 227 at 6. What runway does that give us?
Looks like runway 29, so that's the direction that we're heading anyway, so we can go straight in.
Works for me.
Alright, I'll announce our position.
Roger that.
Kilo Tango Papa Hotel traffic. Valkyrie 109er is 8 miles southeast, 10,900, inbound to land, runway 29er.
Well, one thing's for sure, this ought to wake everyone up. Allie, we got a problem here.
What, Bel? What's the problem? Do we need to eject?
No, nothing like that at all. Have you seen runway 29?
No, what's wrong with it? Is it too short?
Short is the least of our worries. There's no way in hell we're fitting our wheelbase on this.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? What do you propose we do?
I don't really see that we have much of a choice. We're gonna have to set up for a crosswind landing.
Great. Well, you do what you have to do and I'll get the radio calls out.
What's the number of the other runway that we have at our disposal here?
Hold, please. I'm looking it up.
Alright, that's fine. I just don't want to be circling all day because it is still early out, and I really didn't want to wake up the entire town of Tonopah.
I highly doubt they're going to come after us with torches and pitchforks, Bel. I'm pretty sure they're used to hearing the sound of military jets around.
Hey, I'm just trying to be a considerate pilot here.
I'm sure the town appreciates you for that. And by the way, the runway we're looking for is 33.
Runway 33. Okay, got it. I'm going to swing us out on a little bit more of a downwind leg before I turn us around.
Okay, that's fine. That'll give me enough time to get on the horn and let everybody know what we're doing.
Sounds good to me.
So if this runway is unsuitable, are we going to end up landing over at Tonopah Test Range?
We'll see how it goes, but worst case scenario, yes, that'll be our divert field.
Okay, mon Capitan. Kilo Tango Papa Hotel traffic, Valkyrie 109er is 5 miles south, 8,100, inbound to land, runway 33. Kilo Tango Papa Hotel traffic, Valkyrie 109er is on final, runway 33 to land. So how does this runway look?
I'll tell you in 1 second. Let me line up here.
No rush, no rush. I'm sure we still have plenty of time to get coffee at the local Dunkin' Donuts.
You're assuming, of course, that they have one. And in answer to your question, well, this runway is almost as narrow. It's not as bad. As long as I thread the needle and bring us down close to centerline, we should be able to get all the wheels on the runway. But I'll let you know if that doesn't happen.
Okay, so what I just heard was, Ally, keep your hands on the ejection handle just in case.
No. I don't think it's going to come to all of that now. Worst case scenario, I do remember how to go around.
And that is one lesson I'm extremely grateful for you not falling asleep on.
Short final. Now that I see the runway a little bit closer, yeah, we should be fine with this. I'm just going to make sure that I keep us dead center. That crosswind, however, is not helping. I know it's only 6 knots, but every knot counts when you're this close to touchdown.
As you're very fond of telling me, you've got this.
I do. Okay, strap in tight. Get ready for the brakes to come out in short order. A bit more flare. Whoa, hold it together. All right. We're down, we're a little off center, so I'm going to steer us back to the center. And speed brakes out, brakes coming on.
Nice going there, Mr. Fighter Jock. See, I knew you could do it. And this runway was a little bit wider than we thought it was.
Yep, I am extremely grateful for that. So all we have to do now is just taxi over to our designated parking spot, or maybe we should just designate a parking spot for ourselves, and then we can set upon the real mission, finding a Dunkin' Donuts.
I am committed to this mission.
Okay, and welcome to Tonopah. Woo-hoo. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get everything all powered down here. And that should do the trick for us. You know what? Let's do something different. How about you tell the audience goodbye this time?
Are you really sure you trust me with your precious audience, Bel?
I'm pretty sure if you do not do a good job, they will let me know about it.
Okay, boss man, it is your funeral.
I'm sure you'll do fine. Go ahead.
Thank you for watching. This has been Aliana Shrike and BelGeode, and we've been flying Microsoft Flight Simulator X Steam Edition on our Tomcattery tour. If you enjoy what you've seen, please feel free to give us a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. We will see you soon. Ciao!
That was actually pretty damn good.
Why, thank you. Now get me coffee.